Greetings, friends! For a number of years now, individuals and families have gone into bondage, taking up 15 to 30-year mortgages on homes to live in just to keep up with the Joneses. However, today there is a number of alternative options that you can have for housing. Today we are here visiting this tiny house here owned by a lady named Pam.
So this is a common area, the only common area.
So, what made you build a tiny house?
Well, I was going to build a little cabin, about
Okay.
500 square foot cabin, and I saw this. This is called a park model
Okay.
RV. It is an RV.
Okay.
And naive as I was, I said, well, this will be a lot easier. They built it inside a factory over in Salisbury.
Okay.
Don't go there.
Uh-oh.
They're snake oil salesmen.
Okay.
They knew there would be permit problems. And they said, you know, just make sure you get your permit. And by the time the check cleared, that's when I found out.
Oh,
They said
no.
you can't have it here.
So you had a lot of hoops you had to jump
Oh, I
through.
had to, this RV has a $16,000 septic system.
Oh.
This RV can only be put right here. Now it was about 8 feet that way
Wow.
because one of the guys down at the permit office said that's where I could put it, and then the other guy came and said, no, you have to move it 8 feet 4 inches.
Oh, wow.
It was. I'm not even gonna. I haven't even spent the night here yet.
Wow.
Myself, it's such a sore subject.
Wow.
But yeah, I wanted a cabin. You know, a little cozy type cabin.
Yeah.
And this is it. So it's all wood, you know, on all the walls. I got talked into that. I'm not real fond of that, but
Mini split.
yeah, I don't really like that. Because if there's any, it should have been there, and they didn't have the room for it once it got built, and so the air won't go to the back, and so I have a window unit. But it has a full-size kitchen, no dishwasher. I don't use a dishwasher. I don't stay down here, but I don't use a dishwasher
Yeah.
when you do the cabinet space.
And with as small as it is, you
Yeah.
really don't need a dishwasher.
No, you don't. They can wash the dishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I put that up.
Oh.
There was just a light on the ceiling. The people trying to sleep in the loft, you know, it was right in their face.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I changed that. And this was the dining area, and the chandelier was down here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that
So I
would work.
moved it up. And I put, you know, the wall hair dryer and stuff. And
Very well
I mean,
done.
yep. And these are pocket doors, which children have a hard time opening.
Yeah. But
Sometimes I do.
But they work for spacing.
Yeah, they really do. They really do.
And you got a full-size refrigerator.
with an ice maker, yep. And I supply coffee and creamer and water if I remember. And then this is the only bedroom. It's got a queen-size bed. And the closet really just holds things like the hot water heater, because it came with a 20. It was going to come with a 20-gallon hot water heater. I said, no, that won't do. I've got to have bigger. So it's in here. And I keep 3 box fans in case the road noise, you know, if they need white noise.
Yeah.
Night to sleep.
Yeah, and they did not have wood on this wall, so I put this on it just because it was fast. This is just an electric fireplace. My son likes that.
I like the artwork in here, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So scoot on up there. Now on the loft, it's only 4 feet tall, and I'll let you go up ahead of me.
Okay.
So you can't stand up in there. You can walk on your knees. But the children, there are 2.
Oh, wow.
on the floor. And the
This
children
is
like
perfect
that.
for kids.
So I just got these offline, you know, online, Wayfair and Amazon. My shortest adult grandchild is this length, and my tallest adult grandson is that length, and he slept on it. It folds back into a twin.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yep.
So you really have what, a queen in there?
Yep.
A queen, 2 twins, another twin, and a little twin.
Yeah, for little kids.
I love the layout that you have done here. What is the square footage here?
400.
400?
A park model by definition has to be 400 square feet or under.
Okay.
By definition. You cannot drive it. You cannot have it moved without a mobile home
man.
company moving it. It has to be licensed as a mobile home.
Wow.
And you have to insure it as a mobile home. But because HUD called it a recreational vehicle, built to recreational vehicle standards, that was the bugaboo.
Wow.
So the last time they complained, I said, talk to my lawyer or talk to the Chamber of Commerce, and now they love me. So
Oh wow. It's part of the lessons you have to learn.
that
This
might-
is a place that a small family could be fine in for a little bit.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
is neat.
If you had a big enough yard, just say
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, we could do this.
Yeah, I know, that's
This
what I was thinking.
This would totally be feasible.
Yeah.
Other than, your normal space, storage things. But if you had a storage shed, you could definitely, it does not feel tiny.
This is really a neat tiny house that
Really
Pam
is.
has here.
It really is.
And I never thought about using an alternative house, tiny house, as a supplemental income or a retirement plan like Pam has. That's pretty neat.
It is really cool.
For those of you who don't know, we live in an alternative house. We live in a yurt.
Yeah.
So most people go that option of a alternative house for a homestead or for their own private property. But using this type of housing for supplemental income or a retirement plan is really a great
It
idea.
is a really great idea. And we get a lot of questions about, how do we go about permitting and for our yurt that we have. Well, it just changes from, county to county, even within the same state. So you're gonna need to go talk to the permitting department and just make sure that, they may not even know what a yurt or a tiny home really is. So you may really have to do a lot more research than what you think.
And there really are a lot of options out there, whether it be a yurt, an RV, a tiny house,
Yes.
or a tent, or whatever. There are a lot of other housing options that are available to you, so you don't have to worry about getting in financial bondage. And something like this would be really, really cool. And it's also neat that she has this house on a property here that's about 3 acres or
I
so,
think she
maybe a
said it
little
was
bit
3
more,
acres.
but it's absolutely beautiful.
It is.
There's 3 ponds here with this fountain just right outside the tiny house here, and the water's pretty crystal clear.
It
She
is.
said there's some fish in there, and she has really done a good job of decorating this place. And I believe she said her son is a horticulturist.
Yes, so
And-
they've planted all different kinds of trees and plants around these ponds, and it really is beautiful.
She even has a banana tree just right outside the deck there
Yes.
that's producing some bananas.
It's crazy.
And if you want to rent out this place from Pam, you can do so. Check out the show notes below. She rents it out as an Airbnb, and it would be neat to stay here. This is actually a perfect size for a couple or even a small family with 2 or maybe even 3 children.
Yeah, we could
It'd be
totally
perfect
fit
fun.
in here for a few
Totally
days
could.
with no problem. Plus, you have all this area for kids to go play, and we haven't even shown you all of it yet.
Yep. And Pam has even mentioned that she has rented this place out to a Boy Scout, I think they're called Trailblazers, and they had setting up little areas because there's plenty of areas to play around here. There's a barn, there's swing sets, and right now the kids are up there in the pavilion area, and they've been having an absolute blast playing with the trikes.
And
Speaking of that,
there's even a little merry-go-round over there too. It's super cool. And a swing that you can sit on and just look out over the pond.
speaking of that, let's go see what the kids are doing.
When your life's been put on hold for far too long, when the sorrow and despair is growing strong. There is always something good to be obtained from breaking loose and leave the things that kept you chained. So when you find the strength to really shed your skin, all you really need to do is search within.
You guys having fun up here? Whoa, power slide. Well, I'm gonna join the kids for some fun here. Mike is over there, looks like he wants me to push him around. But one more thing I forgot to mention is when you're looking to get a tiny house or exploring an alternative way of living, as Lacie mentioned, you do want to check your building codes, but you also, if you are having a builder build it, which Pam did, you want to make sure you do your research and thorough research in selecting a builder. You want to make sure you choose one that you're going to feel comfortable with throughout the process. Let's have some fun with these guys.
Walk me in the morning sun. Tell me I'm the lucky one. Riding on the way of the notion that I could be brave. Is there anything good on the radio? Turn it up loud and let me know how it used to be.
Need some help?
For anyone.
All right, I'll give you a push. Hold on a minute. All right, stop that. Here you go, get the feet back. Here we go. Drive.
I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great. Running out of town just to
driving there.
celebrate.
Like Mario Kart.
Fortune's here to stay.
Power slide.
Take it to a better day.